I have some shit for you guys. Let us get started. Let me see. There it is. We need the script for this. Yes, I know I wrote several scripts. Anyway, though, do I have a shit film for all of you on YouTube? Mega Snake. I know the snake definitely does not look like a giant king cobra, nor do we have any scenes of it attacking a giant city. So, dispel that thing right away from the cover. The movie stars Michael Shanks, Siri Baruch, and Michael Mitchell, whatever, Yanai. And as we can see, Mega Snake is a movie produced by First Look Films. You may remember them doing good movies like Infestation, which is a movie I like. It was created by New Image, Taxer Films, GmbT, or GmbH, not GmbT, aka a German company. And who wants Taxer on the name for your thing? Anyway, the film was made by director Tibor Takacs. Our movie is set in Tennessee. The main character is hiding from his parents, who are going to take him to his church, who use actual living snakes in the worship, who are usually poisonous. The so-called rattlesnake churches that you see in, well, a good example will be in the TV show Justified. Snake oil preaching and all that shit. His father, the main character's father, ends up getting bit and dies. The movie then cuts to the main character being grown up. He lives with his mom and brother, and he attempts to hide his fear of snakes by not getting involved with anything that has to do with snakes, even though he works. He's either a paramedic or they have him working as a park ranger. It's kind of hard to tell. He's also trying to fix his love life with the main female character that he has fallen in love with. And then a whole bunch of shit happens. His brother steals a snake from a tattoo artist, which has a Native American curse/legend on it. The canister that holds the snake breaks, it escapes, and then it grows bigger. It eats an animal, and it gets big, and eats some other animals. It kills the main character's mother. Him and his brother then get in a fight over why he hasn't gotten the girl. So, that ends up in a fist fight. He ends up getting drunk and falling asleep outside of said girl love interest's house, whereas his brother gets killed and eaten by the snake. This movie kind of rips off frickin' Anaconda a bit. But, for a movie that came out in 2006, I will say this. At least the CGI is better than Python. But, as in any B-movie or horror, this is yet another ridiculous, shitty film. So, and it's still not as bad as the other film I'm going to review. Actually, no. It's worse compared to the other film I'm going to review, which is actually better. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Well, we're coming on. I just finished the 17th episode of Horroween, which was Mega Snake. Now we're going to look at a more practical movie in Howling 4, brought to us by the ever so named Echo Bridge Home Entertainment, who put it in their 4-movie pack. This movie also came with another New Image film, this time with the help of fucking Canada, Kraken Tentacles of the Deep, Night Shadow, which is another werewolf film, and then Raging Sharks, which we all know is a steaming pile of freaking stock footage of growling sharks. Sharks can't growl. But I will say this. Raging Sharks also has the distinction of ripping off, you guessed it, a good classic movie. Deep Blue Sea. And also its shitty sequel. In fact, hell, Raging Sharks is the actual spiritual successor to the first Deep Blue Sea. Even with the non-shitty, even though it has some shit CGI in it. It's only one CGI shark. But that's not what we're reviewing. Today we are reviewing Howling 4, the original Nightmare, which is actually based off of a book. This movie attempts to adapt parts 2 and 3, even though they already had a second film and a first film. But as it says, The Howling 4 is a movie based loosely on a series, on the two books, in which the first is also loosely based. A couple moves to a cabin where the wife hears a wolf howl, and she constantly has recurring images and flashes that she thinks is not real, where her mind kind of detaches from reality, and she'll see this nun. Meanwhile, her husband goes out and buys her a nice cabin out in the woods, which belonged to an elderly couple who were killed by werewolves. They're actually pretty subtle about how the werewolf is shown. The creature's not shown for the first half of the film. It is later revealed that the husband is also having an affair with the one woman of color who lives in the neighborhood, who's actually one of the werewolves. And while he's out fooling around with her, he ends up getting bitten and becoming a werewolf. Now, the cool thing about this movie, though, is the werewolf effects remind me of American Werewolf in Paris, where the humans actually rip their skin off when they become a werewolf. It's not just a shitty CGI werewolf like you'll see in a lot of movies now. The movie is great, and the pace really sets itself really well. Although, for obvious reasons, this movie is actually well shot. Practical effects are awesome. And our main female lead ends up using her former nun friend to help her defeat the creatures by leading them back into the church and then killing the entire town with her. But then the ending was kind of shit, where her husband, who she thinks is dead, is still alive, even though he's a werewolf now. He tries to kill her, and all we see is her screaming face frozen in an expression. And that's it. The movie ends, and the credits roll. The movie itself starred Rami Windsor, Michael T. Weiss, Anthony Hamilton, Susan Zavarid, Lamia de Reval, Norm Amsty, and the screenplay was by Clive Turner. The movie was also done by Clive Turner and Freddie Rao, and directed by John Hogg. There's a lot. After this, there were several other shittier sequels. Not counting Howling 1, which was only loosely based on the books. Howling 2, which obviously probably wasn't based on the books. Howling 3, then this fourth movie, followed by Howling 5 and 6. And the latter, I've only seen the reboot or whatever it was called, and it was shit. But, thanks for watching this next episode of Horroween. And I will be doing episode 19 soon. I'm going to have to write a script for it, though. But, thank you for watching.